In the early 2000s, in a small town in the United States, there lived a boy named Michael. His life was far from easy. He was born into a poor family where every single day was a struggle. His father worked as a laborer, earning just enough to survive, and his mother stayed at home trying to manage everything with almost nothing. From a very young age, Michael understood what hardship meant. He saw his parents worrying about bills, rent, and food. There were days when the lights would go out because they couldn't afford electricity, and nights when he went to bed hungry. School was not a safe place for him either. Other kids made fun of him for wearing the same clothes again and again. They laughed at his shoes, his bag, and even his dreams. Many times, he felt like he didn't belong anywhere. But something inside Michael was different. Instead of accepting his situation, he decided to fight it. At the age of 14, he started working small jobs. He delivered newspapers early in the morning, worked at a grocery store after school, and sometimes even helped at construction sites during weekends. Life was exhausting, but Michael had a vision. He wanted to change his life and give his parents a better future. At night, after long hours of work and school, he would sit alone with an old computer. It was slow and outdated, but for him, it was a gateway to something bigger. He started learning about the internet, business, and ways people were making money online. At first, everything was confusing. He failed again and again. Nothing worked. Months passed, and there was no result. People around him started saying, "You're wasting your time." Even his own relatives doubted him. They told him to focus on a normal job and stop dreaming so big. There were nights when Michael almost gave up. He felt tired, frustrated, and completely lost. But every time he thought about quitting, he remembered his family's struggles. That pain became his motivation. Years went by. He kept learning, trying, and improving. Slowly, he started understanding things better. He tried different ideas, different methods, and slowly, he began to see small results. It wasn't overnight success. It took years of hard work, patience, and belief. Then, one day, everything changed. One of his online projects started gaining attention. At first, it was small, but then it grew bigger and bigger. Within months, thousands of people were following his work. For the first time in his life, Michael started earning real money. He paid off his family's debts, improved their living conditions, and gave his parents a life they had never imagined. But what made his story powerful was not the money. It was the journey. The same people who once laughed at him, the same people who said he would fail, were now asking him for advice. Michael didn't forget his past. He stayed humble and continued to work hard. He knew that success wasn't just about reaching the top, but about never forgetting where you came from. His story became an inspiration for many. People started sharing his journey, learning from his struggles, and realizing that success is possible for anyone who refuses to give up. Today, Michael is known as a successful entrepreneur. But behind that success is a long history of pain, sacrifice, and determination. So if you are watching this and feeling like life is unfair, remember Michael's story. He had nothing, no support, no resources, but he had one thing, the courage to keep going. And sometimes, that's all you need to change your life forever. Great stories are not born. They are built through struggle.